finances and wealth. Of course, today we are here still on the same. We want to thank God for you who is watching us, but also to thank you for coming through and watch this particular time. Now, Edwin Austin Mukalazi is my name. Today, we want to look at something very, very important, and of course, this is investing with purpose. Because sometimes we invest gafla, I think that's the right word, and we end up coming back to Christ simply because we didn't invest with purpose. Sometimes people don't actually know why they're investing. You ask someone, okay, why are you investing in such a business? They're investing in a business simply because a friend interested them in investing in it, or probably have seen other people getting a lot of profit out of it, and so you think you can get your savings and do the same or do what they are doing without any purpose actually. But today we want to help you walk your investment journey with a purpose, and with us is Jonah and Bwire. It's a pleasure having you this evening.
Thank you, Edwin.
Yes, we are indeed excited to have you.
Yes, I'm glad to be in the studio of Family TV tonight, again discussing a very wonderful thing which is going to be able to transform people's life. My name is Jonah and Bwire. I'm a researcher at PhD level, and I am a family man. I'm a Rotarian, so I would like to invite all people who are watching us to come and enjoy the program.
Indeed.
Yeah, when we are talking about business, we are all about human life.
Yeah, sure. we are indeed delighted to have you through. Now, getting into the gist of our discussion, we are looking at investing with purpose. But the key word here is investing.
Yes.
And we want you to break down for us the word investing or investment in its wholeness, so that it gives us a basis for our discussion.
Yeah. Adrian, you have talked about the keyword being investment or investing, but we have two keywords.
Purpose.
You cannot invest when you don't have a purpose in life. Actually, purpose sounds small, but in the actual sense, purpose is the most out appearance of all the business we have. Because anyone who has ever invested, it is through the purpose that he has gotten where he is now today. But today we are talking about investing with purpose.
Yes.
You wanted me to break down the word investment. Sometimes we don't break them down according to how people memorized them at school. But investing is just putting your money where it can work for you. You get that? Today you have something you are doing, but you have to invest for your life. Because you will not be there every day. As you've been doing these family programs of business, family finances and business, we've always talked about goals. And it has always been there, coming every time we come here. I think we speak about goals. Today we are in February. When the year was ending, I'll keep reminding our viewers, when the year was ending, very many things were coming. As people were preparing to go and pray for 31st, very many things were coming. Some of them were saving. We are going to save up this time. We are going to save 2 million this week. We are going to do this. I pose a question to those people who are following us. How much money have you saved from 1st January to date? Today is 12th February. How much money have you saved? So if you've not saved anything, just know that your goal you set before the year was towards the end of the year and the beginning of this year, you short of it. So you need to think, to rethink, and do things right. So when we talk about investing, the goals must be followed. As we always talk about these things, goals are both long-term and short-term. When you look at the short-term goals, these are goals which are aimed at which you can accomplish in 2 months, 2 weeks, 1 day. These are short-term. You set a goal today, I'm going to earn this money, I want to save this much. That's a short-term goal. A long-term goal, I'm saving to build a house. Long-term always takes something like a year, 6 months. I'm saving my money to build my house. So when we are talking about investing, generally, we are talking about something. You see, investing is something like driving a car.
Okay.
When you're driving a car, you must keep your eyes open. Once you slumber like this, you knock and fail. So those people who are thinking about investment, they must keep awake. They must keep looking. They must keep focused in this journey of investment. I'll give another example. When you're talking about investment, investment is not something which is very easy. That you do it one day and it will have to happen as you think. Do you always go to gym?
Yeah.
Do you see how it is? How is the gym? Gym life when you're beginning it?
It is really hard.
It is tedious.
Tedious.
It is very difficult.
You don't want to wake up the following day.
You don't want to wake up the following day. So it's just like investment.
Yeah.
All investment, it is something which will not just come up early in the morning and you do something and it gives you the money you want today. So people have to know that investment is also tedious, is difficult, is not easy to make. So you have to work on it. When you are focused that you are going to do something, you must be focused to reach where you want to be. There is also another question which comes when you want to invest. Why do you want to invest? I may also pose that question to you. Do you think of something? Why do you want to invest? Like you, Edrin. Why do you want to invest?
Me?
Yes.
To expand my income base.
You know, it's a small question, but it gives very many answers.
Yeah.
Some people invest to take their children to school. Some people invest to build a house in their village. Some people invest to have some business somewhere. Some people invest to go to politics. Some people invest to have a garden.
Others to attain a status quo.
Others to go for holidays. So that question comes with very many answers. We cannot exhaust them. So when we are looking about this, people have to focus. Today, as we are talking about the investment and purpose, there are some people who have money, but they don't know where to put that money.
Yeah.
One time we talked about business begins with the mind. When your mind is set, it visualizes what you want. It starts to ask, where should I invest? What can I do to get my money? In which business can I invest in my money? But if you just wake up early in the morning and you get excited with what is on the road, with what people talk about, you will lose all your money. That's why I say the investment is like driving a car. You must be focused to where you are going. You must be seeing where you are going. You must be seeing where you are coming from. So if you don't see all of those things, you're wasting time. You need to rethink and say, maybe I'm doing this thing, I need to go somewhere. So you need to rethink and do the right thing at the right time. Yes.
Wow. That is really very, very important. Actually, there are very many people you ask, why are you doing this business?
Yes.
And they don't have an answer.
Of course, many of them, they will not have any answer to why they are doing the business. Yeah. You see, some people steal money. Other people just get money from their friends. A friend come and visit you, see you crying with the different things and gets pity of you and gives you some money. Tomorrow you wake up, you go and begin some business of your friend who told you that the business is making profit, which is not the case with investment. Investment, you have to study, you have to look, you have to see where you're going and what you want to do. To know that what you are doing may not give you money at that particular time, but you are citing some people. There's a problem you are solving in that community. Yes.
Now, this takes us to the gist of our discussion.
Yes.
What are the key principles of value-based investment?
The key principles of value-based investment. One, you must be knowing where you're putting your money.
So in other words, this notion, take a cent or whatever, should be so active in your brain.
Yes.
Okay.
You must be knowing where you are putting your money. Today, Edwin, if you want to be a good investor in this country and outside this country, you shouldn't be the person who is just excited to put money where you think you can put money from. One day I was here talking about, if you cannot do investment right now, at your age, you will never do it when you grow up. Some people say, Isaac, let me work my money. I'll put in NSSF and save. At 60 years, I'll go to NSSF and withdraw my money and begin investing. That is very risky and very dangerous. So you must look at where you put your money. That's why I started by saying investment is like going to gym. Is something which is very difficult. People who go to gym, they go there when they want. They even pay their money to go and make their muscles tired and painful. But at the end of the day, after working it out, day, night, many days, consistently, you find that you are now familiar to gym. You find gym is part of your life. Without doing it, you find yourself getting sick.
No, that's the product is desirable.
Yes. So it is like an investment. When you are investing, know where you're putting your money. Know where you're putting your money. The second thing I can talk about is have the passion to what you are investing in. People invest in some businesses where they don't have passion. Why would you invest in a business where you're going to see your friend? Edwin has visited me at my business and I hide because I don't want Edwin to see me at that particular business. You see that? So it makes people to, if you can shy away from your business, from your friends, then you don't have the passion for that business. Do something which you have passion for. That you even move telling people, this is my business. This is what I do. It will be part of your brand. When you're moving, people will see that business in you because it is your brand. So do something with a lot of passion. You see, you're a retractor, right?
Yeah.
You went there with passion.
Yeah.
You went there when you needed it,
Yeah.
to be part of it. So it's like doing business. Put money where you love, where your heart will wake up, and one day you are thinking about business, you are thinking about how to develop it, you are thinking how to pull it from one level to another. But if you just put your money anywhere, people will eat and your money will go. You will lose it, you will think about something else, and you become lazy, and still you will lose it, and you think about something else, you will become lazy, and still you will lose it. There are two things I tell people which hinders them to invest at the same time, which can help them to invest. They are the same thing. One is debts. Amabanja. People eat a lot of money from their friends. And every time they are keeping paying debts, you find a fellow is earning a lot of money, but is keeping paying debts every month. Even at the shop where they buy things, they have debts.
Even the
boda man is demanding them. Even the housemaid is demanding for 2 years. So if you have such debts, you may not have money to invest. The second thing is knowledge. People lack knowledge to where they should invest. If you have knowledge on what you can invest in, you may not mess up. But they lack knowledge and they invest without wisdom. So they end up messing up everything. So we need to apply these two things and see how it can help us to invest well. Yes.
Now, of course, we are talking about investment, but how can individuals assess their personal values and align them with their investment?
Personal values?
Yes.
Because
you talked about passion,
yes,
which is really very, very important.
Yes.
But also we look at, for example, someone is supposed to answer to solve a community problem, but it doesn't really align with their values, yet it is the problem that is supposed to be solved.
It is what we just talked about. Passion. Even if, like me, even if a bar can make a lot of money in any way, in any place, I cannot invest in a bar because of my values. So you can align your values according to your investment. I'll talk about family TV. As we are now, I think there are many big and mega advertisements and announcements from those companies which sells alcohol. But because of the values of family TV, it cannot decline or it cannot accept to go with those announcements because they want to make money. They have to keep the trend of their value. So when you're doing business and you're having passion for that business, it will not make you to hide. It is like telling me that you are telling a Muslim to sell pork.
Simply because it's the community.
It's a community problem. Yeah, if you go to Tinder, there is a community problem of pork. But a Muslim who has money will look at it and will not sell pork because of his values. So the values helps you to brand the person you are.
Okay.
If you brand the person you are, people will know you according to your brand. And your brand will help you to sell in the community. Yes. So
there is something you talked about, actually, before we even go for the break. There is something you talked about that I want to bring back. You were saying that you were talking about the things that keep people away from investment. One of the things is probably someone is comfortable at their place of work.
Ignorance.
Ignorance.
Yes.
So they don't think about tomorrow. They don't think about a time when that job opportunity is no more. And but besides that, why do you think there is that anxiety when it gets to investment? You find someone is seated with their money in the bank or wherever they're saving the money in a microfinance or in a circle, but the money is just accumulating. They are so disciplined that they save every month, but they have that anxiety when it gets to investment. Besides the knowledge, probably they've heard about ventures, but they still don't want to raise their feet into the ventures. One,
all successful people have passed through something to get where they are now. So the people who save their money and fail to invest that money are the people who at the same time lose everything. Because they are contented with the money. Some of them keep their money in the sacks in the ceiling board. Some of them keep their money in the ground. They have the ground
in water pots.
Yes, where they keep those money. So those people is just ignorance. If you have money and you're trying to apply to solve the problem in the community, or you want to do something which can help you, invest that money. I'm one person who does not believe in saving. Why should I save the money and save and that money cannot multiply? I told you one time here that if you cannot invest your money in the risky venture, all risky ventures are those ventures which makes a lot of money. At least invest that money in the security ventures which does not make losses, like NSSF. It gives you little profit, but you not make losses. Like insurance, gives you little profit, but you not make losses. Like bonds, they give you little money, but you not make losses. And I told you, I still stand on that. If your head stopped thinking, but if you still have the head which thinks and is able to innovate some problems or some challenges in the community, put that money which can multiply 100%, and you earn more money than putting it or dumping it here to make for these people money, and for you earning very little money. So we need to think. All businesses, people think and do the right thing. And investing is keeping trying. Today you may invest in a school, and you fail to get money in a school. And you put that money in a building, and you get money in that building. And you put money in land, and you get money in that land. So think where your passion is, and do what you can do. Secondly,
second, let us first go for a break.
Okay.
Then when we return, we are going to start with that second factor.
Okay.
Kindly stick with us.
Thank you.
Welcome back from the break. This is Family Hour. We are continuing from where we stopped. But before we get into our discussion, I want to remind you that are you a parent? Are you a guardian and you're looking for where to take your child? Of course, for senior 1, for senior 5, or any other class, I want to interest you in St. John's Secondary School, Wakiso. A school with a difference. Of course, this school will mold your child holistically, and you will also be proud of who they will be. It is located in Namusela, a few kilometers on Wakiso Hoima Road, and of course, it's just at the roadside. So it has a very conducive environment. Of course, they mentor learners into a lot of skills and co-curricular activities. So your child will holistically be modeled. Therefore, you can visit St. John's Secondary School, Wakiso today, and you will thank us later, especially after seeing the fruits of what you will have gained out of the fees that you pay. Now, before the break, you were getting to the second point.
Yes.
And secondly is where I cut you off because we had to go for the break.
Okay, I was trying to tell you that in one personality, every individual has the two things in business. One, we have what we call the profession.
Yeah.
And we have what we call the vocation. So the profession is what you studied at school, what you have in papers. You're a journalist, that's what is in your papers.
That's the profession.
You're a teacher, that's your profession. You're a doctor, that's your profession. But we have what we call the vocation. What do you have in your mind, talented to do, than just what you read in class? So if you apply the two things together and you put them together for the better you can make a better investment in life. You're a doctor, specialized with your papers to treat people in a hospital which you are employed. Do something in relation to your profession, and it has a vocation in you. It will help you to get to where you want to be. That's the second thing I wanted to tell the viewers.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, are we getting to the impact of investing at choosing a right while investing or investing with purpose? What are the benefits that come with the right decisions in investment?
The right decisions in investment. I would like to drive some few points to our viewers. Before you get to investment, before you get to the right decision to investment, there are some things you need to know in your life. That if you fail to invest between your time or your working time to your retirement time, you have failed to earn or to get where you want to be. If you invest now, it is the money which you have accumulated by the time you retire. So people should learn, one, to invest when it is still early, so that by the time they get to retirement, they have what we call money working for them. Because when you reach at that time, you're already tired. When you check at the working capacity of a human being, at 70 you're already tired. You don't have where you're going. So people should learn that their investment begins now. Secondly, there's what we call inflation. In economics, we have inflation. Today, a shilling is costing at 3,700 for $1. But it will reach a time, because we used to buy sugar at 2,500. Today we are buying sugar at 5,500. That's what we call inflation. So when we are investing, we look at the ventures. Where we are investing money, can we reap it back? When the inflation comes, will it affect our money? Or our money will have multiplied and built more money? So people should think about the ventures, where they invest their money when inflation comes, so that they cannot be pulled out of the business and they will not cry after. We have also to look at starting earlier. When you are investing, start that investment earlier. Today we have people who started taxi business and they are enjoying it. We have people who started border business and they are enjoying it because they started with one border. They knew the mechanism of how to do that business. They knew how to handle their clients. They knew how to take in place and sustain that business. So in most cases, when you are looking about investment, we are also looking about the sustainability of the business. If the business cannot be sustainable, then we fail everything. So people should think more than just when they are seated there. Their money must work for money, but it will work for money if they think wise, if they apply wisdom, if they do things according to God's will. Is also there. Some people move outside and invest in areas they are not even competent to do those things. So at the end of the day, they fail everything. Yes.
Still about investment.
Yes.
During lockdown, we saw very many people coming up with different investments. For example, there are people who came up with mini industries that were producing sanitizers. Some others came out, some other funeral companies came up, and today they are no more in business. So probably the investment was seasonal.
Sustainability.
Now that was the question.
Of the business.
That is the question. What are the factors that lead to the building of a sustainable business?
A sustainable business, you look, one, I'll keep on talking about this thing. A sustainable business is a business which is going to help you, or which is going to stay for a long period of time. When you putting money to do the sanitizer, to do the masks, to do those things, of course we knew that at one time COVID is going to end.
Yeah.
The people who were there when the COVID had just started, most of them were thinking it is going to take 2 days. Then it came to 2 weeks. From 2 weeks, 3 weeks. From 3 weeks, another 3 weeks. From another 3 weeks to a month. So that was the breakdown. But when we come back in the business reality, it was a short-term goal. So you cannot give or build a plant and think you are going to sell those things as you used to sell them. Because amidst of COVID, some people did not put on the mask. Yeah. Including myself. So amidst of COVID, if some people did not put on the mask, someone before setting up a plant would have gone to do a research. Is this business going to be sustainable? So people should look at areas where they can do something which can last for generations. And that is what we call a sustainable business. Today we are talking here on Family TV. Family TV is a sustainable business. You get that? It will stay for long. People are going to come and go. Workers are going to come and they will go. No one knows where Family TV is going to reach. You get that? No one knows how big it is. Yeah. In the mind of people, no one knows that. But it is going to serve very many generations because it is sustainable. It is moving. It is going to different generations, serving different lives. So when you are looking at the immediate problem, you will get the immediate money. Pull out immediately and do something which is sustainable. You get that? Yeah. So people who were doing sanitizers, most of them, but I think most industry which were doing sanitizers, they were there before. They are new that came up. They do some things which other people drink. And damage their brain. And so for them, they just diverted a section of sanitizer to a section of the other thing. Okay. So that is what we call mindset, good mindset, because you know you are doing something. I may give an example. You have built a school. The school you have built it maybe in an area where there's no university, there's no college, there's nothing. So you begin by building a college to solve the problem which is there. And you know that maybe the government will come in with a university around there. And your college somehow will happen to collapse. Think, what is another problem which is aiming to this? Do a nursery school, do a primary school, do a secondary school. You get that? So these three, primary, secondary, and the nursery, primary, secondary, those are sections within your education center. If the other one will fail to move, you have at least a section which is moving. So when you are thinking about the business which is sustainable, have within the business sections which you know, if this one is not doing well, this one will work out. So you sustain your business in such a way so that people come in and people go to do other things. Okay. Yes. Now, what are the qualities of a sustainable business after looking at how you can build it? Yes. What qualities can someone look out in their investment and then they can tell whether the road they are treading on is leading them to a sustainable business that will last? You know, I was looking at the stories of the late Aga Khan, the fourth. Yes. And one of the things they have written about him is that it was hard to find him active in any of the investments he left because he had built a system, and of course even when he's dead, his presence is not missed in his businesses. Of course they know that their boss is dead, but I mean everything is moving on normally. So how can someone reach out? I mean, what are some of the qualities they look out for as they're
working on their businesses that lead them to such a system that enables them that even when you're no more, your business will still stand and everything will be normal as though you're there in office?
One, you need to know that if you're thinking about a business which is going to stay for a long period of time, you just talked about the Aga Khan, the force, not the first,
the fourth.
the force. One, he had in mind that I'm doing something which is a service to serve the generation to come. One of the things we have to look at is time. Is the business we are doing right now serving the immediate time, or it is going to serve generations? So he did a health center to help. If you check how Aga Khan started, did not start as a big hospital.
Yeah.
But it started as a small health center to help the people who were there. So he had that passion within him. And when he set the system, Aga Khan is moving to generation to generation to generation. And no one knows how many people have been impacted, how many people have been touched, how many life has been healed. So when we are checking about the business, let's leave the other one. When we're checking about the business, we must look at the time.
Okay.
We are focusing at what problem are we solving? Before you start that business, what is the problem you are solving in that community? What is the problem you are solving in that area? I told you business is all about solving people's problems. People are moving long distance. People don't have hospital. People don't have schools. People don't have this. So you must aim to solve a long-term problem. So those problems are there. I'll talk about the soft drinks. They have been there. Some companies have been there for over decades of years. But they know that people want juice every time. They want things which are sweet. They even avoid water, but they want things with sugar. So they put up a company to make the things with sugar. And people are taking it. It will not end now. Even if doctors are saying that sugar is not good, those drinks are not good, you will find lorries and lorries and lorries packed to drink those things. So it is a generational business. Even if the owner is dying today, the system is putting there will run for generation, and that business will be sustainable, and it will make always profit. No one will take. No one shouldn't lie you. No one shouldn't lie you that those businesses are not making profit. They are making profit. They are making money. That's why they manage to employ a large number of people. Secondly, if you have money and you don't know what to do, employ people who are better than you. You want to do a TV station, but you don't know how to do it, employ someone who is better than you in the station. Pay that person to think and make that station to move where you want it to be. Check the list where you are being ranked. Are you being ranked among the people who are growing very fast, or you are still behind? If that person cannot do it now, give him 3 years. If he fails 2 years, look for another person who can do it better. Today here we have another station of television which looks at the people and just observe how they perform, how they do. They even go and buy them and pay them for the whole year. You get that? Because they know the brain within that person. If that person comes to this television station, if this person comes to this radio station, will change and influence our station to grow. Today we have personalities in the media. You come to Family TV, there is a person they want there. You go to another station, there is a person they want there. If that person leaves, the station also collapses. So hire the right people and put them in the areas and monitor them. See what they are doing. See what the public talks about you. And you get the results you want. Many people outside there with a lot of knowledge, with a lot of how they can do that business to work out. And they fail. Because they don't have money. And when you have money, you are keeping it instead of bringing this person and do for you the right thing. So help yourself by employing the right person to do for your business.
Okay.
Yes.
The other thing that I want us to talk about, there is a situation where someone is racing with time. For instance, I listened to your story of MugweSAfaris, and then I think things should be running at the same pace. Now, when I do the same business, I want it to run at the same pace like yours, because I have imitated exactly what you told me you did.
To cut you short, my story may not work for you.
So what brings the variation? That is now what I want to derive to.
Passion comes in. My story to begin that business, it was my passion. It wasn't because of a lot of money. It wasn't because of anything, but it was my passion. You may find that within my passion, I wanted to interact with different people, to share different business ideas. So the other one is starting that business to make money. There are some people who started a business over school to serve the community. So if you start a business over school and you want to serve the community, you are different from this one who starts a business over the school and wants to make money. We have one of the very humble lady. They talk about. They talk about in the Catholic Church.
Mother Kevin?
Yes. If you read about her story, she's very humble.
Yeah.
Very humble. Very humble person in everything. So she started her projects for service, not to make profit. So if you copy and you want to paste the other one's story, you fail. That's why I come to say, always have passion to what you want to do. The passion you have will drive you to do what you want.
But I think sometimes it even goes to the people we consult from and the motivational speakers we listen to, because they want to make you think that if for them maybe their business stabilized in like 4 years, and yours is 7 years and has not yet picked up the stability, then you should be treading on a wrong path.
Yes. You know, people listen to different things, very many things. People hate reading, but they want to listen to all sorts of rumors. You may find today, as we're speaking today, on Family TV, no one is following. Some people are not following us. They are in their sitting room, but on TikTok, watching some people abroad dancing.
They have muted the volume of the TV.
They have muted the volume of the TV. But
they're seeing the images.
Very busy on their phone. Listening to young girls chatting stupid things. And they fail to get this information to run their business. So tomorrow they get money and they want to do something. They run somewhere and copy from a sister who started some business in Wakiseka and told her that this business is making a lot of money. One thing I always tell people, before you convince me of the business, tell me about yourself.
Okay.
If you cannot convince me that the business has changed you, so you don't need to tell me about the profit of what you're earning in that business. Because I just want to see how you have changed with that business. Tell me how you look. I see you. I see your appearance. I see your development. Take me to your farm. Take me somewhere. I see your things. I will be inspired. But talking to me and telling me that this business is better, is doing me good, is doing for me this, and I see, one, I begin with your shoes. I go to your car. I go to your home. If your of those three things cannot inspire me, then I cannot do that business.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, you reminded me of someone who was on TikTok telling people, you come with your 1.5, this is the kind of kiosk I open up for you, this is the stock, beginning stock that I put for you. I mean, and she attracted very many people.
Yes.
And before you know, the police is looking for her.
Yes.
People have reported the cases of fraud.
Yes.
She disappeared with their money.
There are people who begin some business here. They begin to steal people. Bring this, we do this, we do this. And you find the person who is telling you that. He's telling you how you can make 70 million in 1 month. That person has been in that business for over 2 years, and he does not even own a house in Kampala. So how has he been able to earn more than 70 M a month, and he has failed to own a building or a house or a plot of land, and he convinces you to join that business, and you also say, I'm joining the business. So people should have knowledge. Where should I invest my money? But all in all, passion is more than everything. I have people who have done schools with passion. Some of my friends, St. Michael, they have done school with passion, and you find his passion is there. His passion is there. The St. John you're talking about, they have their passion to do that business, because their way of doing business is not to get profit, but they are serving the community. Within serving the community, they earn a living, and the business becomes sustainable and big as you can never imagine it to be.
Wow. This is very, very interesting. Yet, we have to leave.
Yes.
What are your closing remarks, especially when we get to our discussion, investing with purpose?
I'll close by asking our people who are viewing us. One, as you plan to do a business, you must have a purpose for that business. Purpose is what drives you to go and invest that money there. If your purpose is to make profit, learn how you can make profit in that business. If your purpose is to serve the community, know how you can serve that community better. And if your purpose is nowhere to do any other thing, then you are meant to fail in that business. So have a purpose on where you want to invest your money, and how you want to invest that money, and how it will bring. Another thing what you have to do is do a research. Research about that business. Don't buy a business which has failed to work. Begin your business and do it yourself.
Goodwill. Goodwill was so common in January. Very many shops downtown were being sold on goodwill. But thank you so much, Jonah, and thank you so much to you, our viewer. It's been a pleasure having you watching Church of Uganda Family TV. Now, today is a Wednesday, tomorrow is a Thursday, and a family hour continues up to Friday. But for today, I've worked with Anaya, Ayinzavyona, and I've worked with Didmas. And from the entire team, we wish you a blessed night.